In this tutorial, we're going to talk about reminder sequences. Now, this type of a sequence is a little bit different than our standard sequences, okay? The reminder sequence is a series of messages we'd want to send somebody that lead up to a specific date and time, okay? Now, a good example of that may be an event that you're having, okay? It's usually scheduled on a specific day at a specific time to begin. Webinar is another good example of that type of an event. And you may want to send a few reminder messages to your subscribers reminding them of this event. Okay, so let's go ahead and create one here. And what I'm going to do is just get rid of that old one first, and we'll go ahead and start new. And we'll call this, again, demo. Okay, so what you're going to see here is it's similar to our standard sequences, but there's a few differences, right? So let's just use as an example that there's an event that's happening 24 hours from now, let's say on January 5th at 8 p.m. And I want to send out a message 24 hours before and 12 hours before. Okay, so I'm going to send them two reminders that are going to lead up to that specific date. So in this example, if the 5th at 8 o'clock is our event time, the first one, like I said, I'd like to send maybe 24 hours before that time. So let's go with 8. So let's see, we're looking at 1800 and 0 and 0 seconds. Okay, so that's going to be our first, and we're going to go ahead and select the bot. Okay, so we're going to select the message that we want to have sent 24 hours before that event time. Now, the next one, I'd like to send, let's just say we want to send it 2 hours before the actual event starts. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the 5th. I'm going to select my time. I'm seeing it was at 8 p.m. We want to send it around 6 p.m. So we would be looking at, I believe it's here, it's 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, okay, actually I had the dates wrong, but let's just say it's here. Okay, so 12 hours before. And there we go. And we'll go ahead and select that chat bot. Okay, so now it's set. So now what's going to happen is these, based on our time, okay, that we've chosen, we're going to send out the first message 24 hours before, and then we're going to send the second reminder 2 hours before that event is going to start. Okay, so then we just go ahead and we just save our sequence. Now, with our sequences, you have to remember that you always need to toggle it on, okay, because or else it will not send if this is toggled off, okay? So let's go ahead and turn that on. And now at this point, when we enter anybody into a sequence, either using a call to action button through one of our bots, or of course we can subscribe, we can add people to our sequences through the subscriber view as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video here and I'm going to let these messages actually send to me. I'm going to put them in as a test user for myself, have them send, because it's important to find out for me to show you what is going to happen after these messages have expired. Okay, so now what's happening here now is after the last segment, okay, so we've created two different reminder sequences, right, or two different segments within this sequence for the reminders. Now, what happens after both of those times pass? Okay, so the first one I had set for 24 hours before the event to go out. The last one I wanted 2 hours before the event begins. Okay, so now what happens after that second message is sent is basically that the sequence is considered expired, right? Because there's no point in putting anyone else into this sequence because both of the messages have already passed their time, their scheduled times. Okay, so it's really of no use to you anymore. So what is going to happen and what you're going to see is I'm going to go ahead and refresh. So after the both segments have gone out for this particular sequence, when I come back to this view, you're going to see it's automatically toggled off, okay, because it's expired. So we don't want to be able to give you the ability to add anybody else to this sequence because nothing's going to happen, right? There's nothing set in it. Those times have already expired. So let's go ahead and I'll show you what I mean by that. When I go in here, you're going to see now the date and the times are blank because we've already surpassed the times that we had set there. Okay. Now, where that becomes important is in places like in your bots for your call to action or in the subscriber area, and I'll show you what I mean by that right here, where you have the ability to enter somebody into a sequence. You'll notice that demo sequence is not showing up here anymore. Okay, so it's not even in the drop down. So you have no ability to actually assign somebody to that sequence. Number one, because it's off, it's toggled off, and because it's already expired. Both of the segments within, or the messages within that particular sequence, the times have already passed. So there's no point in having and adding anybody else to that particular sequence. Okay, now what you can do at this point is you can delete this if you'd like. You could go back in here and edit it and put different times. You could reuse the same sequence with different times, different bots, whatever you'd like to do at that point. I personally like to leave my sequences there even when they're toggled off, just so I have a nice record of all the sequences that I've sent. And then when I want to create a new one, I just go ahead and just create that new one rather than editing an existing one. Okay. Now, there's another point I want to touch on as well, is what happens when, let's say, again, I'm going to use the exact same example, and I'll go ahead and let's go ahead and just create a new one here. And we'll just call this one Demo 2. And let's say that we have a bot that's out there that you are maybe using to ask if somebody would like to join your event or to attend your event. Okay, and when they click that yes button, we're going to go ahead and enter them into the reminder sequence. Okay, or we're going to ask them, would you like to be reminded of this upcoming event? And if they click that button yes, we're going to apply that additional action of subscribe a user to a sequence, and we'll pick this particular sequence. Okay, so what happens when let's say I've picked this time and I've picked, let's just say, this particular date and time, and in my next segment, the next message I want to have go the next day at this time here. Okay, so what happens if somebody enters into the sequence between these two times, date and times, right? So for instance, there's a subscriber that comes in. This message has already been sent. Okay, let's just for this scenario, the message has already gone out. But a brand new subscriber has said, yes, I would like to have reminders sent to me, and that happens in between these two times. That particular subscriber will still get the last message. They just will not get the first message because the time has already passed. Okay, so if they were to enter into this sequence in between this time and date and this time and date, they will always get the one that's coming up next. They will never get the one that's previous. Okay, so that's because you may say something like, hey, it's 24 hours reminder for the event, but if it's actually 2 hours before the event, then this message wouldn't make sense to send. So we make sure that we only send any segments that you've created here that are after the time that they enter into the actual sequence. Okay, so I have mentioned a couple of different ways that you can get people into sequences and subscribe them to a sequence. I'm just going to quickly just show you that here just so that we do review this in the Chat Engage tutorial, so please check that out for more details. But I'll just go ahead and quickly just show you what I was talking about there just so there's no confusion. But on our buttons, okay, so we have, would you like to be reminded of the upcoming event? And then what we can do is you can use a quick reply or a button. In this case, I'll just use the button, and we'll have yes. Okay, and on that yes, we're going to choose that additional action. It's going to be subscribe to sequence. Okay, so when I subscribe to sequence, I'll be able to choose whichever one I've created. Obviously, the one we just created isn't there because it's already expired, so we don't show you those. We only show you the ones that are active. Okay, so you go ahead and choose whichever one that you want to enter them in. Okay, in this case, I'll just choose this one, and then we can say a new message and say, great, expect 2 reminder messages in the near future, okay, or whatever you'd like to say at that point. All right, but that is, I just wanted to quickly show you that is what I meant by getting somebody to subscribe to a sequence, and likewise, you can also unsubscribe somebody from a sequence at the click of a button as well. Okay, but that is one method within your bots how to get somebody, to basically subscribe to that particular sequence so that they will get those reminder messages. And one important task is always ask them. Okay, to just be very transparent. Say, hey, would you like to receive, be reminded of the upcoming events? Great, thanks. Make sure you check your messenger in the next couple days for those reminders or something to that effect. Okay, so we just always want to make sure that we're being transparent with with all of our subscribers. All right, so that is basically how you use the reminder sequences. Again, if you have any questions, you can always hit us up at support@segmateapp.com.